Good morning, everyone. I'm live. Let me just confirm that I'm live. Good morning, everyone. I'm live. Let me just confirm if the audio video is clear. Good morning, everyone. I'm live. Yes. I believe the audio and video both are clear now, friends. I'll start off with today's session. We were doing derivatives, correct? So let me continue with derivatives now. Good morning, Bhuvana. We are doing derivative study material questions which have been updated in the May 2021 study material. Hence, it has got a higher chance of coming in the exam compared to the other questions. Just let me open the slide, friends. Give me a minute. Alright, let me open the study material now. So yes, we are doing derivatives over here. Alright. So I think we did 13, we did 14 in the previous class. 14 was already done. We were on to go to question number 15. I'll give you 1 minute time. Can you please read through question number 15 and after that we will do it together. Fine, let me do it now. Let me write down working note number 1, basic data. Alright, Mr. A purchased a 3 months call option for 100 shares in XYZ Limited. So, number of shares of XYZ, does it turn out to be 100 shares? Okay, at a premium of 30 rupees per share. It's a call option, is it? Okay, so call option premium, call option. Have they told the premium to be 30 rupees? Am I right? Okay, next thing they have told is the exercise price is 550. Exercise price is 550. Okay, the duration is said to be 3 months. Okay, point number E. Then he has also purchased a 3 months put option for the same 100 share at a premium of 5 and an exercise price of 450. Okay, so I'll just write down over here exercise price. This is of call. Okay, then I'll write down exercise price for put. What is the exercise price for put that he has told over here? 450. Same duration, same number of shares for 100 shares only, right? And they have given the put premium. How much is the put premium turning out to be? Put premium turns out to be 5 rupees per share. Alright. I'll now go to point number G. Is 500. Calculate the profit or loss that Mr. A would make, assuming that at the end of the period the price falls down to 350. The market price of the share on the date is, so I'll just write down S0. Today's market price is how much? 500 and I'll put point number H. S1, it falls down to how much rupees now? 350. Can you please write down till here in your books? Good morning, Anushri. Thank you, Bona, for your feedback. Just 1 minute. Okay. Alright, can you please write down this in your books now? Alright friends, everybody is put up till here in your books. Fine. So now they basically want to find out what will be the profit or loss. So I'll write down working note number 2, profit analysis. Okay, so I'll just write down particulars S1, E1. Based on this, we will take action, GP, premium, net profit. So here there is a case of buying a call and buying a put. Am I right? Let's confirm that part. He has purchased a 3 months call option and he has also purchased. So it's buy a call, buy a put. Bought a call outside market and price has become how much is it? It has become 350. But he has a right to buy at what price? 550. He has a right to sell at what price? 450. Okay. Now listen, right to buy at 550. Outside market he can buy it for 350. What will he do? He will lapse. So his GP becomes 0. Right to sell at 450. Outside market 350. What will he do? He will exercise because he can sell at 450. Outside market he can sell for only 350. His profit will turn out to be how much? 100. What is the premium told for the call? 30 and the other one is 5. So here it will be minus 30 minus 5. So the loss will be 30. But here he makes a profit of 95. Overall you make a profit of how much? 65. Can you please write down this in your books now? What question are we doing? 15, is it? Okay. Alright, fine. So the overall profit for 100 shares, that is the total number of shares available. This would be 100 into 65. That turns out to be how much? 6,500. Can you write down till here in your books now? Okay, friends, I believe you have all put up till here. Can I go to the next part now? Alright, so we are done with this question. Shall we go to the next question now? Question number 16. I'll give you a minute's time. Can you read through the question and understand the question? Alright friends, so what happens is market has received a rumor about ABC Corporation's tie-up with a multinational company. This has induced the price to go up. If the rumor is false, the price will fall down again. To protect from this, an investor has bought a call option and he has bought a put option. He purchased a 3 months call with a strike price of 42 and a premium of 2. Basic data, alright. So I'll write down exercise price for a 3 months call option. Okay, that turns out to be how much? It turns out to be 42. Okay, what is the next thing told over there? Premium. How much is the premium told over there? Premium for call option. How much is the premium told over here? Is it turning out to be 2 rupees? Correct. Now I go to the next one and paid rupee 1 per share premium for 3 months period put with a strike price of 40. So premium for put option. Okay. What is the premium that is turning out to be for put option? Is it turning out to be rupee 1? Okay. And the strike price is how much? 40. Exercise price for a 3 months put option. Okay, that turns out to be 40. Okay, he has purchased the call and paid rupee 1 premium for put. So he has done buy a call, and what has he done? He has done buy a put. Alright. Determine the investor's position if the tie-up offer bids price goes up to 43 or if the price falls down to 36. Something similar to what we did earlier, friends. Can you please write down this in your books now? Alright friends, I believe you have put up till here. So now I'll write down the next working note heading. Payoff table if, 1 minute, What is the first price that is mentioned over here? If it's given in the question, the price goes up to 43. If price goes up to 43. Okay. I will draw a table now. Particulars S1, E1, action, GP, premium, net profit. Okay. What will I write over here? Buy one call, sell one call. So we have the S1, the stock price is turning out to be how much? 43. And the exercise price is 42 and 40. Right to buy at 42, outside market I can buy for 43, I will exercise and my GP will be 1. Right to sell at 40, outside market I can sell for 43, I will lapse. This will become 0. What is my premium that is coming over here? 2 and 1. So I'll be paying 2 over here, I make a loss of 1. I'll be paying 1 over here, again loss of 1. What is the overall loss I'm making? 2. This loss is for how many shares have they told? They have told only for 1 share, right? So you make a loss of 2 rupees. Can you write down this in your books now? Have they given somewhere a lot of 100 shares by any chance? No, right? Nothing is given is what I understand. Okay. Bhuvana, thank you for the answer. Keep interacting. Can you please write down this in your books now? Alright. I believe you have all put up till here, friends. Good morning, Harsha. Can I go to the next one now? I'll write down the next working note. Payoff table if the price falls down to, it falls down to how much, friends? 36. Again, I'll draw the same table. It will be particulars S1, E1, action, GP, premium, net profit. Okay. So buy one call, buy one put, and now the market price is said to be how much? It turns out to be 36. Friends, let me know if I am fast or slow. Accordingly, I will make my pace adjustable. Okay. Right to buy at 42, outside market I can buy for 36. So what will I do? I will lapse. Right to sell at 40, outside market I can sell for 36. So what will I do? I will exercise. So here no profit, but here I make a profit of 4. My premium is, I'm paying 2 here, I'm paying 1 over here. So it will be -2 plus 3. Overall profit will turn out to be +1. Can you write down this in your books now? Friends, the study material has solved it assuming it is 100 shares. Is it there somewhere in the question which I have missed out? I do not see anywhere 100 shares. So what we are doing is right. Let's continue like this. Alright friends, I believe you are done with this part also. Can I go to the next one now? Ragini, the net profit is 1. Perfect, that answer is right. Perfect. Can I go to the next one now? Okay. I'll now go to the next one. That is question number 17. Can you all please take question number 17 and just read through it? Alright, let's do it together now, friends. Let's do it together. So the equity share is quoted at 320 right now. After 6 months, the price can be 180, 260, etc. etc. They have a put option of 300. They want to find out the expected value of the option on maturity, that is after 6 months. So let's do that now. Right now, the next working note heading, expected value of put option on maturity. Okay, so I'll just draw a table now. S1 E1 action. From this action we can find out they want to know the value of the option, is it? So basically value of the option means they want to know how much is the profit that the other person would make on expiry. Okay, so let us find out the gross profit also. So what are the prices given over here? It is 180, then you have 260, correct, then you have 280, 320 and what is the last one? Last one is 400. What is the exercise price told over here? The right to sell at 300. Alright, so friends, if I have a right to sell at 300, outside market I can sell for 180. So what will I do? I will exercise. And what will be my GP over here? My profit would be 120. Exercise 40, exercise 20. Here I will lapse. Right to sell at 300, outside I can sell for 320. 0, lapse, it will be 0. Can you write down till here in your books first? So this is the profit what the other fellow will make on expiry. We have the probability also, that is 0.1, 0.2, 0.5, okay, then you have 0.1 and finally you have again 0.1. So from this I can find out the expected value. That would be 12, 40 into 0.2 would be 8, 20 into 0.5 would be 10, 0, 0. So if I added, the total value turns out to be how much? 30. Can you write down this in your books now? Alright friends, I believe you are done with this part also. Ragini? uh, Ragini, yes, I believe I have considered the probability also, right? See, I have considered the probability. Can you please let me know what is your doubt exactly? I will explain that part to you, Ragini. The probability is for this price. For example, I will explain that to you. See, I'll just write down and explain it to you. Look, for this 180, we have a probability of 0.1. If the price becomes 180, how much profit do I make over here? 120. This is going to be my cash flow. Correct? So I can find out two things over here. One, I can find out expected value in the spot market. This is one thing what I can find out. Other thing what I can find out is expected value in the option market. If I want to find out the expected value in the spot market, what I will do is I will do 180 into 0.10, 180 into 0.1 plus what is the second one, 260 into what, 0.2 plus it will go on like this. Okay, this is what we will do in the spot market. But what do we do in the option market is we will take the gross profit, that is 120. This is the money I will make in the option market into 0.1 plus what is the second number I got, 40 into 0.2 and so on. So this is what we are doing. I would suggest everybody write down this because you may also be having the same doubt. Please write this down, friends. Alright. Have you all put up till here in your books now? Okay, can I go to the next part now? So we get the answer as how much? We get the answer as 30. So I believe we are done with this question also. Ragini, please confirm that you are clear with this part. I'll now go to the next question, question number 18. Can you please read through question number 18 now? Alright, let's do it together now. You as an investor has purchased a 4 months call option or equity share of X of rupees 10. So let's write down the basic data. Working note 1, basic data. Right? You as an investor has a 4 months call option on the equity share of X Limited of rupees 10. Alright. So duration is given as how much? It is given as 4 months. Okay. And they have told on purchased a call option on an equity share of 10 rupees. So I believe the premium buy a call is the action taken by them for which the premium turns out to be how much? 10 rupees, correct? Of which the current market price is 132. and they have given the exercise price is 150. Exercise price 150. You expect the price to range from 120 to 190. Down they have given all the prices. They are asking you to find out the expected share price at the end of 4 months, value of option at the end of 4 months. Wonderful. Here, I think the doubt what you had asked, Ragini, that doubt is actually clarified over here. They have given expected share price also, value of the call option also. In case the option is held to its maturity, what will be the value of the expected value of the call option? Okay. Can you please write down the basic data now here? Alright friends, have you all put up till here in your books? Can I go to the next part now? Okay, so basically they are asking the following questions. Let's first find out the expected share price. So I'll write down the next working note. Expected share price at the end of how many months? At the end of 4 months. Okay, so here I will write down particulars, that's not required, S1 probability, and the last column I can write down expected value. Friends, can you do this on your own? It is very simple. Put up these price. For example, you can put 120, then you have to put 140. You have to write down the probability, that is 0.05, then you have 0.2. Like this, you can actually find out the answer on your own. Can you please do this on your own, friends? I'll just show you the question. Okay, first you write down this. Once you get the answer, please put the answer in the chat box. Okay. Good morning, Pavitra. We are doing derivative study material revision questions. Alright friends, let me check. 160.5 or 214.5? Should I check the answer? 1 minute. What is the question number we are doing? 18, right? It's 160.5. Ragini, how did you get 214.5? I think there's some calculation mistake that has happened. It is 160.5. Okay, so that is the answer for the first one. I'll now go to the next one now. Next working note would be expected value of the call option. Expected value of call option. So here I'll write down S1 E1, then I'll write down action. From this action I'll get GP, then we have the probability. From this we can now find out the expected value. For example, the first one is 120. You have an exercise price of how much, friends? It is 150. Is it a call option or a put option? It is turning out to be a call option and the premium is 10. Right to buy at 150. Outside market I can buy for 120. What will I do? Lapse. So this will become 0. And what is my probability coming over here? 0.05. It will be 0 only. Second case, it is 140. 150. Again lapse 0. The probability is 0.2. Again it will be 0. Third case is 160. 150. Exercise 10. Okay. What is the probability told over here? 0.5. So you get the answer as 5. Like this, can you do the remaining on your own, friends? And please let me know the answer in the chat box. I'll now show you the question, friends. Alright, friends, I think you have got the answer. Let me just check it. 14 is the answer. Perfect. So you get the answer as 14. Let others also complete. I'll just give you 2 seconds more. Okay, 14 is the answer. I believe everybody is comfortable. Everybody got 14. Excellent. Can I go to the next part now? Okay. So, friends, actually question 2 and 3 are the same. They have done it wrong in the study material. Question 2 should have been value of call. Okay, at the end of 4 months if the spot price is 150. See, basically their question was if the exercise price prevails. So that would mean that the spot price and the exercise price are the same. So right now what we have found out is value of the option at the end of how many months? 4 months. Okay. Now I will write down the next working note. Okay. value of call option at the end of 4 months, okay, if exercise price prevails, this means, okay, this means exercise price and spot at the end of 4 months will be the same, okay, will be the same. So here S1 150, E1 is also 150, therefore your GP will become how much? 0. So the value of the call option will become 0. Can you write down this in your books now? Are you done with this part also, friends? Okay, I believe you are done with this. So we are done with all the 3 questions of question number 18 also. Let us work out question number 19 now. Alright, let's do it together now. Mr. X established the following strategy on Delta Corporation stock. Purchase a 3 months call option with a premium of 30, exercise price 550, 3 months put option premium of 5, exercise price 450. Delta's current stock is 500. Find out the profit or loss if the price becomes 500, 350, goes up to 600. Alright, so they have given 3 situations over here. Okay, and the size is 100 shares is also given. So let's go to the next working note. Okay, profit for different scenario. Okay, S1, E1, action, GP. Okay, so let's start. First one, we have 3 prices: 500, 350, 600. And E1 turns out to be how much? Oh, he has 2 things coming over here, is it? One is a call option for 550 and a put option for 450. So I'll change the format, friends, 1 minute. So is he buying a call, right? And buying a put, right? So it will be buy call at what price? Buying a call at 550. And the other one would be buy a put at 450. Alright, so right to buy at 550, outside market I can buy for 500, I will lapse, my GP becomes 0. Right to buy at 550, outside market 350, 0. 550, 600 will be what? Plus 50. Right to sell at 450, outside market 500, I will exercise plus 50. Right to sell at 450, here I will make 100. Here it will be 0. So my total cash flow will now turn out to be 50, 100, 50. And what is my premium told in the question? 30 and 5, correct? So 30 plus 5 would turn out to be 35. 35, 35, 35. From this, my net profit would turn out to be 15, 65 and 15. Don't add up, these are three different situations. Can you please write down this in your books now, friends? So they are also asking for 100 shares, correct? That would be 1500, 6500 and 1500. One minute, let me just cross check. One minute, friends. Purchase a 3 months call option. Exercise the right to buy at 550 and right to sell at 450, correct? In your study material, friends, situation 2 and 3 they have done it correctly. Situation 1, it's a mistake. They have told that even put is not there, but put is correct. You have a right to sell at 450. One minute, one minute. Outside market, I can sell for 500. Friends, I have made a mistake. One minute, I have made a mistake here. Let me correct it. This is wrong. Right to sell at 450. Outside market, if I can sell for 500, what will I do? I will lapse. So here it will be lapse. Cash flow will be 0. It will be 35 here. Net loss will be 35 minus 3500. Yes, this is the right answer, friends. Thank you, Harsha, for the correction. I believe you're all done with this part also, friends. Yes. Okay, so we are done with this question also, friends. Let me just check. I think the time is almost 8 o'clock now. Okay, let's do last question, question number 20, after which we'll pack up. Can you please go through this question on your own? Alright, let's do it together. The equity share is quoted at 210. The 3 months call option is available at a premium of 6. Put is available at a premium of 5. Ascertain the payoff of the option holder of a call option and a put option separately. The strike price in both the cases is going to be 220. The share price on the exercise day is going to be 200, 210. So basically they want to know whether it is a profit or a loss when you buy a call or buy a put. So this is very simple, friends. I'll just give you the format. Next working note you write down payoff table for call option. Okay, I'll give you the format, but you do it on your own. Okay, S1, E1, action, GP, premium, net profit. Okay, now the spot price is told as 200, 210, then you have 220, then you have 230 and 240. 230 and 240. The exercise price in all the cases is how much? It is 220. Right to buy at 220. Outside market buy for this. Labs, exercise or labs, exercise. So here your GP will turn out to be 10. Here it will be 0, 0, 0. Alright. And the premium for the call option is told as how much? 6. Minus 6. Like this, friends, can you fill up the remaining table on your own and tell me what is the net profit that you get over there? I just put up the answers also, friends. It will be minus 6, plus 4, plus 14. Okay. Net profit is 0. For which one the net profit is 0, Anushri? Okay, the first one you're talking about, right? I think I believe I corrected that. No, 1 minute. Which one are you talking that the net profit is turning out to be 0? No, gross profit will be 0. We pay a premium, so my net profit will be minus 6, correct? Question 20. 1 minute. We are doing which question now? Total net profit is 0, is it? How do you get that? 14 plus 2, 18. Okay, no, you don't have to do it like that. They are different scenarios. You don't have to add up all these things. If the price is 200, your loss is 6. If the price is 210, your price is minus 6. You can't have all the prices together at the end of 3 months or 4 months. Okay. So next working note I'll write down same way. payoff table for put option. S1, E1, action, GP, premium, net profit. Okay. So now here again I'll put the same numbers 200 to 240, 200, 210, 220, 230, 240, and the exercise price turns out to be 220 everywhere. Action would be right to sell at 220. You will exercise, you make 20. Premium is how much for the put option? 3 months call is available premium and put at 5. So here it will be 5. So you get the answer as 15. Exercise 10, 5, 5. Exercise or lapse 0. Then you get minus 5. Lapse 0, 0. You write down this also and finish it off, friends. Fine, friends. I believe you are all done with this. Okay, perfect. So we are done with this question also, friends. Shall we pack up today's session with this? Alright, tomorrow morning also I'll come live at the same time, friends. Morning 7 o'clock. And we will quickly do the remaining problems. I think we have 21, 22. These are a little heavy questions. Okay, these are all risk valuation model. 23 is a binomial model. 24 is something we have done in class. 25 is a Black-Scholes model. So we have some heavy problems now. Maybe tomorrow and day after tomorrow we will be done with derivatives. Once we are done with derivatives, I will go to the next chapter, mergers and acquisitions. So see you tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock, friends. Have a nice time ahead. Thank you. Thank you, Ragini. Your answer is right. 15, 5 minus 5 minus 5 minus 5.